At this time in church history, the prophet Brigham Young was calling saints to settle other areas of the West. As such, he approached 21-year-old Andrew Locy Rogers, who lived with his parents in Farmington, Utah. Brigham Young said, "Brother Rogers, I am happy to tell you that as a valued servant of the Lord, you have been called to a mission in the Arizona Indian Territory to help build settlement and expand the stakes of Zion. You will join other saints there in living the United Order." Locy Rogers replied, "President, I am glad to leave my parents to serve the Lord on the frontier. I will make preparations, say my goodbyes, and leave tomorrow." Brigham said, "Good man, you will be blessed." Locy returned to his parents' home and shared the good news. "Mother, Father, I got my mission call. I'm going into the wilderness to break ground for a settlement that will someday be called Winslow, Arizona." Mother Rogers said, "Oh, Locy, I will miss you so much, but I am proud of you. Make sure you write me a letter every week." Locy Rogers joined the other saints called to settle together in Arizona and traveled the 600 miles. When they found a river amidst the dry and desolate country, they knew it was time to make the desert blossom. They felled cactuses, cleared the land, and built a fort where all the families lived together. After 3 years, Locy felt satisfied with the work in the new settlement, but he was lonely. He needed someone to share his wagon with, someone who could make doilies and curtains and feed him something other than beans. So Locy finally wrote a letter to his mother. "Dear Mom, how are you? I am fine. I like it here in Arizona. I did not need the woolen underwear you sent last Christmas, but thank you anyway. My wagon has a new floor in it, but they haven't brought in electricity yet. The community farm is thriving, and after 3 years of laboring in the field, I have accrued 1 week's vacation, so I will be coming home for a visit. Give my love to Dad. Love, your son. P.S. I'd like to get married that week. Could you please find a girl for me?" Locy received a reply from his mother the next day. "Dear Locy, my prayers were answered. When I read your letter, I have been praying for grandchildren. There is a nice, educated girl living next door. She works in the Gleason's orchard. I will see if she has plans for that week. Dad sends his love. See you soon. Love, Mom." A few weeks later, Locy arrived in Utah and walked over to the Gleason orchard. He saw a lovely young lady peeling peaches in the shade. "Hello," said Locy. "I am Locy. My mom said I would find you here." "Hello," said the girl. "I am Clara. Would you like a slice of peach?" "Yes, thank you. These are really good peaches." "I know. It's a special family recipe. So, if you aren't doing anything this week, would you like to get married?" "Are you the type of man my mom warned me about?" "No, it was my mom who told you about me, not yours." "Well, I'm only 19. That's okay with me. That's a fine age to get married." "Oh, so who would I get married to?" "Well, I was thinking of me." I would need some time to make a dress. But I don't have that much time. I'm only here for a week." "Well, at least let me wash the peach fuzz off my hands." Before the end of the week, Locy and Clara gathered their family and friends and were married before returning to Arizona. Eventually, they had a daughter named Thora Aurelia Rogers, who had a son named Kay Gleason Lambert, who married Lou Ann Rigby and had 15 children. And thus the stakes of Zion prospered and grew.